Final Cat. Shout out to Double OG, and most importantly, shout out to y'all. This is what really happened to Keri Hilson. Now, in my opinion, she's a dope artist. She's done work with Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, Kanye West, and a lot of other artists too. But you never hear the story about what happens to these artists after, you don't get as much music from them or they just disappear. So I just want to bring this to y'all. With that being said, without further ado, we're gonna get straight into this video.
Keri Hilson has been involved in the entertainment industry for most of her life. At the age of 14, she got recruited to join two different girl groups, one named Design and the other called Pretty Tony. Both groups would eventually dismantle, but the connections Keri made opened up so many doors for her. She began a solo career and rose to the top of the charts with her singles Energy and Turnin' Me On. The platinum-selling artist always dreamed of becoming a household name, and she was well on her way to achieving that goal. But a series of unfortunate incidents caused her popularity to quickly fade away. Here's what really happened to Miss Keri Baby's career. Keri Hilson was born on December 2, 1982. She and her siblings were raised in an all-black middle-class neighborhood in Decatur, Georgia. She told Complex magazine she grew up watching her dad sing and he passed down his love of music to Keri. She told the LA Sentinel, "I knew that I would follow music wherever it would take me." At the age of 12, she began piano lessons, but Keri quickly realized that mastering the instrument wasn't her goal. She told the Bucks County Courier-Times that after a few lessons, she asked her teacher to play the piano while she sang a song. Keri said, "My mom poked her head in and said this wasn't what she was paying for, but she was fine with it since it sounded good." Becoming a singer was the only thing on her mind, but her parents placed a huge importance on her education. After graduating from high school, she enrolled at Emory University and decided to major in theater. At the same time, she linked up with producer Anthony Dent, who has worked with Destiny's Child and Diddy, to become a part of his songwriting team. She also sang background for many popular artists, including Usher, Kelly Rowland, and Ciara. Keri told Complex magazine her first check was for $25,000 for working on Ruben Studdard's first album. She left college after 3 years and put all of her focus on the music industry. In 2006, she received her big break.
And I receive a call that Timbaland is in town and wants to meet you. So I run upstairs, I compiled a CD together.
She signed with Timbaland's Mosley Music record label. That following year, she was featured on Timbaland's single, The Way I Are, which topped the charts. In 2008, she appeared in the music video for Usher's song, Love in This Club. According to Wrap Up website, when it came time for Usher to record a remix of the smash hit, there were rumors that Keri was in the running to sing on the track. But in the end, the final version of the song included Usher, Lil Wayne, and Beyonce. In December 2008, Keri released her third single from her debut album, a song entitled Turnin' Me On. The dance track reached number 2 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. Following its success, Keri linked up with producer Polo Da Don, T-Pain, and Lil Wayne for the remix. The remix was leaked in March 2009, and in the lyrics, Keri appears to take shots at her enemies when she tells an unnamed rival to sit down and, quote, "go have some babies." She also sings, "Go ahead and tell them folks how long I've been writing your songs. I've been putting you on. Just check the credits." Everyone assumed she was either talking about Ciara or Beyonce. Ciara and Polo Da Don had a scheduled in-studio interview with Atlanta radio station V103 in March 2009. And according to Wrap Up website, Keri called into the station and said, "I just want to tell Ciara it's not about you." Ciara was happy Keri put the rumor to rest, and the two singers congratulated each other for their success.
It gotta be about Beyonce.
Keri then made it clear she wasn't jealous over anyone else's career. She said, "We are all like the same thing.
Okay.
Keisha's on my album. I've worked with Ciara many times. I'm a fan of Beyonce's." So if her verse wasn't about Ciara or Beyonce, who was Keri referring to?
I don't fucking know.
The singer said the song was directed toward anyone who ever tried to take her down. She said, "I'm not going to call their names because I feel I've addressed it." Her statement was too little too late. The Beehive was already buzzing, and they had their stingers ready. Keri headed out on tour with Ne-Yo in the summer of 2009, and during that same time, rumors about her bad attitude began to swirl around the industry.
Yeah, when it comes to these female artists or just artists in general, you got to be careful what you say, because like they fan base be dumb sensitive. So it's like you got to be fucking super careful what you say, even if you word something wrong and they take it as you disrespecting the favorite artist, they gonna get on your hips.
During an interview with That Grape Juice website, she denied being cocky, and she added, confident and happy and blissful and blessed and thankful. All of those things I am. Even though her 2009 was shrouded in controversy, Keri headed into 2010 with 2 Grammy nominations for Best New Artist and Best Rap Collaboration for the song Knock You Down featuring Kanye West and Ne-Yo. She didn't take home either award, but she wasn't going to let that slow her down. She headed back into the studio and began working on her sophomore album. No Boys Allowed was released in 2010. Although it reached number 11 on the US charts and the song Pretty Girl Rock swept the airwaves, the album was considered a flop. And things were about to get really interesting pertaining to her alleged feud with Beyoncé. While walking the red carpet at the 2011 Soul Train Awards, Juicy Magazine asked a bunch of different celebrities to hold the latest copy of their magazine and give them a shout-out. The magazine cover just so happened to feature Beyoncé and Jay-Z.
Wasn't that the nigga from what's that shit called? House of Pain or something like that?
Most of the celebrities had no problem with the request, except for Keri.
Want to hold the magazine? Just shout out Juicy Mag.
The singer eventually gave the shout-out without holding the magazine. And before walking away, people couldn't help but notice the look Keri gave the interviewer. Was Keri upset for being put on the spot? Or was she still in her feelings over Beyoncé landing the feature on Usher's remix? Before we could find out, Keri was in the center of yet another controversy. In July 2011, she was out in New York when she posted a picture to her Twitter. The photo featured Keri and a woman who resembled the late singer Amy Winehouse. Keri's caption read, "Amy Winehouse resurrected to party with me." As you can imagine, backlash ensued and Keri's name began trending on Twitter, but for all the wrong reasons. She was called every name in the book, from rude to insensitive. After realizing how much her tweet upset so many people, she issued an
when it comes to celebrities, I don't be knowing what the fuck be on their mind to just make them say certain dumb shit. Cause they be like, yo, like, you having the platform that you got, you don't think like, yo, if I say this, it's gonna be taken the wrong way, or come on, bro.
Apology, but the damage was done. Thankfully, there was a bit of happiness headed in her direction. In 2012, she reportedly began dating basketball player Serge Ibaka. Although they tried to keep their relationship out of the public eye, they would occasionally share cute photos of one another on social media. From the outside looking in, Keri looked extremely happy, but no one knew what she was dealing with behind the scenes. It had been 5 years since the Turnin' Me On remix was released, but Keri was still being targeted by Beyoncé's fans.
Damn.
She finally reached her breaking point and posted a series of messages on her Twitter. She revealed she had been dealing with the backlash all day long for years. She also stressed that people on the internet don't realize how their words can damage
she was on a
someone's spirit.
BlackBerry. Oh,
Keri added that
she was on a BlackBerry. I ain't gonna lie, BlackBerry used to dead ass be lit. I ain't gonna lie, I used to want one.
she had her reasons for saying what she said on the verse, but she instructed everyone to drop the situation. She added, "As for my mistakes, God has dealt with me." She also pleaded for mercy during a 2013 interview with Hip Hollywood. Keri once again insisted she didn't have beef with any female artist, but the scrutiny was getting out of hand. She said, "Personally, let's just leave it alone. It's going too far." Then came a very long break. The years passed by without a new release from Keri, and no one understood why. She later revealed during the Silence the Shame panel in Atlanta in March 2018 that she fell into a deep depression during her time away.
At the height of my career, which was when Pretty Girl Rock released, I was bearing the weight of some personal and professional mistakes, and I was just not myself. I was severely unhappy.
She attempted to make a comeback in 2016. However, before she could properly release her new song, some of her tracks were leaked to the public. Keri voiced her frustration on Twitter and apologized to her fans. And Beyoncé's fans swooped in to humiliate her and let her know she was no longer welcomed in the music industry. Keri decided to put her music on the back burner again and focused on her acting career instead. In 2016, she appeared in the film Almost Christmas. The movie was a moderate success, but things in Keri's personal life were falling apart. While promoting the film, she told Rolling Out magazine she could no longer be actively involved in social media because of all the hurtful things she would read about herself. She started to disconnect and take breaks from all.
And with shit like that, like, it'd be sad for the simple fact that I understand somebody's your favorite artist, but it's like going hard to tear down another person you don't even know, and knowing what you say is gonna stick is crazy. Like, you playing a part and like basically tearing down somebody's mental health.
All the apps in order to find her inner peace and escape the negativity. During that same interview, she revealed that she and Serge Ibaka had broken up after 4 years of dating. In January 2017, Keri appeared on The Real and said she was working on an album entitled LIAR, which stands for Love is a Religion. But as of this video, the album has yet to be released. More years would pass by, and Keri finally addressed her lack of new music in a February 2019 Instagram post. She penned an open letter to her fans stating that she would love to release new music, but there have been so many blockages in her way. She said she had to step away from some people in her life. Some of them became too greedy, while others refused to recognize how much she has grown as a person and an artist. Her message was vague, which led many to assume Keri had ultimately been blackballed from the industry for the unnecessary beef and drama she allegedly started so many years ago. Sad news was reported in January 2020 when Keri revealed her father passed away at the age of 71. In a touching Instagram post, Keri said she felt like a lost little girl without him. She ended her message with, "So many wishes left in my heart. I hope you visit me in my dreams so they can come true." Our hearts go out to Keri and her family during this difficult time. We hope that in time, Keri will be able to heal her heart, bounce back, and channel her energy into some amazing music. Until that time comes, we wish her nothing but the best. Let us know your thoughts on Keri Hilson's career, and thanks for watching Real Reality.
Man, shout out to y'all, Double OG. I don't know. I think it's sad. I think shit like that is sad. It's nothing wrong with liking an artist. It's nothing wrong with, supporting an artist, but it's a limit you go. That's just my opinion. I don't really fuck with the obsession shit. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to shame anybody, whatever. It's cool on having a favorite artist, supporting them, bumping their music, this and the third, and all that. But it's like, at a point in time, you unconsciously tearing down somebody, not knowing that you're going to continue your life and not even remember what you said or care what you said, while the person on the other end is feeling some type of way and going through other personal shit. But I'm saying, definitely take care of your mental health. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all for the love and support. Love is love, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next video.